Hi, I'm Debbie Hartner. I'm Elsie Johnson. We are two sisters, Southern cooking.
It's Debbie. So it is time to make scalloped potatoes. It is Easter weekend. We are so excited. This is a perfect dish for Easter. You don't have to pre-cook your sliced potatoes because you're going to leave this in the oven over an hour, so that, and the sauce that you're going to be creating is going to actually make it look and taste phenomenal. So in order to make our cream sauce, and I'm doing something too that is not necessarily required, but I'm going to go ahead and add in cheese. So when after I get my cream sauce done, I'm going to go ahead and add in some Gruyere and Swiss cheese. And I'm going to go ahead and add in my onions and get them sauteed, get that going. But at the end of the cream sauce, and then we're going to pour it over top. Now we have to layer our potatoes. Potatoes, cream sauce, potatoes, cream sauce. So in our baking pan, I've already pre-sprayed it with our vegetable spray. And we're gonna be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and turned my heat down because I don't want to burn my garlic when I get ready to put it in. So I'm still melting my butter and I'm sauteing my onions because onions take a little longer to cook than the garlic. And I have 2 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. Now you have a potential to burn this garlic, so you want to be careful with it. So make sure that you're watching this. Have your heat on medium to low, so you don't burn your butter, burn your garlic. So we have family from out of town today. So our cousin Candy is from Florida here, and with her sons and Stephen's girlfriend Brooke, and Brooks and Candy has been so helpful in the kitchen today. It's really nice to have extra hands. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pour in my flour and go ahead and get the flour taste off of this because we're going to make a roux. And then we're going to pour in our milk and our chicken broth. Now this typically and traditionally is not made with any cheese. Now if you want to add a little kick, because we love cheese here, if you want to add a little kick, add in a cheese that has like a smoky flavor. And that's Gruyere, and then you have a mild cheese like Swiss, so I'm adding the Gruyere and Swiss combination. So, and as you see here, I have already cooked off all the flour. So I'm going to go ahead, start adding in my milk, because we're going to have to build up a roux, because it's going to end up being a cream sauce. So we'll add in a little bit of milk, and we'll add in chicken broth. You have to be careful because this roux can get really thick very fast. So I'm just going to alternate a little bit because we want this slow and go. So I will be adding salt and pepper into this at the end. And of course, when we layer down our potatoes, which will go on the bottom, we'll put salt and pepper on the top of it, put our cream sauce, and we'll continue to stack it up until we get to the top. And that will help us to build our cream sauce. But we're gonna have a little cheesy kick to our cream sauce. So au gratin potatoes are a cheese-based potato dish. And scalloped potatoes are a cream sauce dish, so just so you know the difference. Oh, that smells so good through this mask. You guys don't know how good this is going to be. Oh my God, this is going to be delicious, y'all. We're so excited. So we made, let's see, we got chicken, we got ham, we got to finish up both of those. We have 2 types of dressings that we did already, and we got to bake those. And then we have homemade rolls, and we have cake pops, we have a fudge, I think it's a devil food cake, bundt cakes that are so good. Oh my gosh, we put peanut butter in it, and of course candy. And Brooke made our chocolate candies, and they put marshmallow fluff in some of them, and then they put the regular peanut butter mix that I make. Dude, if nothing else in these videos makes you want to eat, those peanut butter candies are the bomb.com. Super good. Super, super good. So what I'm doing is just allowing this roux to thicken here. Just because we need a lot of cream sauce, because you're going to be doing several stacks of potatoes here. And actually, while that is doing its thing, let me bring my pan over, and I'm going to start layering these on the bottom. Put a little bit of salt and pepper on them. Okay, now it's starting to come to a boil. It's a medium boil that we want it to be at. And then what we'll do is we'll let it cook for like another minute. And I'm just going to gently stir, just so it doesn't burn. And then I'm going to take it off the heat, put my cheese in, and then we're going to pour it over top of our potatoes. We're going to put it in the oven and we're going to bake it. And it smells so good through this mask, guys. Okay, so that's the way it looks right there. Alright, now it's coming to a nice little boil. Not a rolling boil, but it's boiling. Okay guys, so we have taken it off the heat, and I'm going to go ahead and add in our cheese. I'm going to go ahead and add that in. Stir that around, because this will thicken it up too. Okay, so I'm going to move my potatoes over here so we can pour a little bit at a time on our layers, and we're just going to just cover them.
Yeah, put it out there, I guess, if you want it. Huh? Yeah.
So I'm just going to lay these over top of these. This cheese is going to be so ooey gooey melted. It's going to be good. All right. And what we're going to do is do our next layer. And we're going to layer it up until we get rid of all these potatoes. Get them in here. We're going to have some good eating, y'all.
Alexa, candy powder.
So when I do a new layer, I have to actually put salt and pepper on these new potatoes too, just to make sure we have seasoning for them, because that also helps to tenderize them and season them, and it's also flavorful. All right. Elsie's in the kitchen making spice cake. I think the next thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to start making this glaze on this ham.
Yeah.
And there we go. All right.
Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
We're two sisters Southern cooking.
And we thank you for visiting our page. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.